Good morning from Omaha. This morning's matchup is the third place game in the Omaha Stampede tournament. Ames Flyers versus the Omaha Mavericks. Both teams were 2-1 coming into this third place contest. We'll get 2 minutes left in the warm-up here, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So we'll see everyone here in a bit. All right, we're about ready to kick off the game here. Looks like Liam Green is in net for this morning's contest. On defense to start will be Trey and Skylar. Skylar sporting a very nice painted on Fu Manchu mustache today. At forward, we'll have Gates, Poland, and Benson. And there's the puck drop. We'll get started. Poland pushes one around, ends up with Trey. Trey tries to go D-to-D to Skylar, who can't quite handle it and get it to another Ames Flyers, but Omaha will bring it off sides, and we'll get a whistle drop right away.
Maybe a little difficult to tell here. The Ames is in black and Omaha's in gray. From my viewpoint, it looks like they're all wearing black, so Ames is on the left side of your screen going to the right.
Benson brings the puck into the Mavs zone, takes it behind the Mavs net, continues to maintain control, curls around the top, continues to possess, dangles around one Mav. Can't quite get the handle back on it to get a shot off and loses it to the Mavs, who look to break out. Mavs bring it now through the neutral zone. Trey there to push him to the outside. Mavs get a shot. Liam Green handles it, and the Flyers will clear out to the neutral zone. Mavs look to regroup. Mavs unable to get it deep into the Flyer zone, and Trey will punch it out to the neutral zone, and the Flyers will do a full line change as the Mavs regroup in their own end. Mavericks miss on their breakout pass, and Gus will corral it. Joe ends up going out to help him clear it out into the neutral zone, where the Mavs will recover and bring it back in against the Flyers. Hard shot from afar that Liam Green gloves away behind the net. Mavs possess. Mavs continue to bring it up on the left side, looking for a shot or a pass. They center it, goes all the way through, ends up in the opposite corner where the Mavs will end up pushing it across and do a partial change. Flyers are able to break it out. Reed ultimately got it out, but lost the handle as the Mavs come back and start attacking on the Flyers again. Unable to get a good shot off. Joe breaks it out to Mac, and Mac opts to dump it deep while him and Joe go change. Reed continues to pursue. Reed fighting for the puck behind the Mavs net. Can't quite corral it, and the Mavs start to push the puck up out of the zone. Unable to clear, though, as Skylar steps up, picks it up, skates in, high shot. Blocked by the initial blocker, and then correct. Ended up shooting one all the way past the net, open net. There's an injured Mav in front of the net. Sure, we'll get a whistle here in a second, and there it is. Really good series by the Flyers there. Just missed by correct, and we'll take a short pause here as they tend to the injured Mav. All right, the Mav appears to have taken a shot to the neck, but got up all right and is to the bench, and we'll get started again. Raleigh, Stickfort, and Kim are out there on the forward line with McCoy and Skyler on D. Ames is able to push it deep into the Mavs zone, but don't maintain control as the Mavs bring it out. Mavs coming down, 2-on-2. Ames defensemen are able to stop it. Bumps it up to Everett. Everett can't quite connect with Raleigh, and the Mavs will shoot it across where Skyler will pick it up. Skyler tries to dump it in deep, but cannot as the Mavs defenseman steps up and bumps it up through the neutral zone to McCoy. McCoy now looks cross ice, finds Raleigh. Just leads him a little too much, and Raleigh can't quite connect. And the Mavs will regroup and try to break out, and they do. Mavs will dump it down deep and pursue. Trey is the first one to the corner and pushes the puck up. Ultimately to Gates. Gates will kind of regroup back behind the Ames net. Tries to push it around to Trey, but the Mavs forward is on it first, and there's a battle along the left boards. Noah is able to find the puck, brings it around the Ames net, fires it up to Benson on the wing. Benson breaks it out to Poland. He can't quite handle the pass, and the Mavs will regroup and bring it back through the neutral zone into the Flyers' defensive zone. Mavs with the puck now behind the Flyers' net. They bring it up to the high slot. Shot. Liam did not see that, but it hit his right leg, and he's able to keep the puck out. Ames survive. Mavs go for a full line change. Not seeing it. Trey ends up launching it full distance, and everyone will reset. Mavs looking to go D to D. Makes a bad pass. Gets to Benson. Benson across the Gates, and Gates can't quite handle it to get a shot off. He'll push it back behind the net to Poland on the opposite side. Poland takes an awkward angle shot there, but I think he hit the crossbar maybe, and it just missed. Mavs end up breaking it out, sending it all the way down. They center, cannot connect, and it goes to the right side, where now Gates and Gus are in pursuit. Gus ends up with it, pushes it up to Benson, who can't handle. The Mavs defender launches it towards the net, doesn't make it through. Goes to another Mavs forward who's able to get a shot off where Liam Green just easily blocks it to the corner, and the puck gets sent around to the opposite side. Mavs now threatening. Opts to dump it deep where no one is, and Noah will pick it up and regroup. Noah fires it across to Poland. Poland's able to break it out, just pumps it out to the neutral zone as they look to finish their change. Mavs now dump it deep in the middle of a change themselves. Gus will send it up just to get it out of the zone. It will not go down for icing, did not make it there as the Mavs regroup behind their own net. Reed tries to step up, help from Joe, and ultimately the puck jumps up into the air and into the Mavs bench, and we'll get a face-off inside the Mavs zone. 7:31 left in the first period. Game is tied 0-0. Gilbert line is out. Correct tries to pump it up to Skyler, but he has to back off with the Mavericks kind of coming hot after him. Mavericks running into the Flyer zone. Center scramble in front of the net, but Ames able to clear it behind the net. Puck comes up to Murdoch. Murdoch's battling. He's trying to prevent himself from causing a penalty. Kind of lays off. Mavs under control of the puck. Centers it to no one, where Mack will pick up the puck, looking for a pass through the neutral zone as he's breaking out. Mack will get it up and will dump it deep for the Flyers. Murdoch now in pursuit behind the Mavs net. Pins the Maverick defender. That defender is able to get away, but unable to clear as it goes to Joe. Joe tries to center to Correct, and Correct unable to get it as the Mavs look to break out. Mavs bring it through the neutral zone and will dump it deep and complete their change. Skyler goes back to corral the puck behind the Flyers net, tries to bump it up to Correct, but can't quite get it to him before the Mavs forwards interrupt the play. Ames is able to clear. Gilbert line starts to change. Out there is Stickfort, Kim, and Raleigh with McCoy and Gus now. Kim with the puck brings it out through the neutral zone. Flyers come in 2-on-3. Kim with the puck on the right side. Fires one onto the net. Good shot attempt. Stickfort is unable to get there for a rebound, and the Mavs will clear it out. Puck goes through the neutral zone, and Gus is able to bump it forward again. Goes right back to the Maverick defensemen, who regroup through the neutral zone, and Mavs are on the attack. Mavs bring it out to the right side, to the corner. Looks to try and get around Trey, who uses his body to keep him from getting to the middle of the ice. Good job. Everett goes to pick it up, tries to center it up as the Flyers try to break out, but doesn't quite connect, and the Mavs will end up dumping it back in where Gus corrals it, sends it forward to Stickfort. Stickfort now entering into the Mavs zone. Stickfort passes out to Raleigh. Raleigh takes a shot, but it's deflected out wide where Kim will pick it up in the right corner. Kim centers, but that'll come all the way across the left side to Raleigh, who then now curls around, puts a shot on net, goes out wide. The Mavs will intercept it and bring it out. Mavs now on the attack. Pushes around Gus, but not able to get to the net. Gus now battles behind with Gates in support. Gates trying to push it up to Benson, unable to do so with the Maverick attack. Gates and the Maverick are battling against the boards. Benson goes in to help. Benson pushes it deep to Trey, who's now behind the Flyers net, and sends it around. And that puck will end up clearing. Ames will look to try and finish their change as the Mavs bring it in and dump it in deep again to the left corner where Gus is in pursuit. Mavs get there first, center it. Battle in front. The puck was bouncing around. Liam did well to make a good save or two there, and the defensemen were trying to clear it out. Ultimately, the referee lost sight and blew the whistle.
Yeah, Liam had a stick save there at the very end. He just, on his stomach, just laid straight out, got it on the stick, and then got lucky on the whistle there, I think.
So we'll realign with Poland, Noah, and Benson out there. Mack and Skyler on defense. Mavs with the puck behind the net. Mavs curl back to the other side, tried to center, unable to. as the Ames defense are all over it. And they bump it out to the middle through the neutral zone. Poland in chase into the Mavs zone now. As the Mavs look to regroup. Bad pass by the Mavs where Noah intercepts and brings it back around the right side and dumps deep behind the Mavs net. Gets pinned and the Mavs end up with the puck and break it out. Mavs now on the fast break, 2-on-2. Good back check by Noah to make sure that there was no odd man rush. Mavs turn the puck over and Mac corrals it, looking for a pass. Mac tries to pass across, but unable to get it there. Mavs intercept, shot, and saved by Liam Green. Tough break for Mac there. You saw him trying to make a far side pass, but unfortunately the Omaha team intercepts. Liam able to pick him up. Keep the score knotted at 0-0 with 5:40 left in the first. Gilbert lined out now with McCoy and Gus out on D. Joe battling in the corner, pushes it up to Murdoch. Murdoch bumps it against the boards, feeling the pressure. Doesn't quite clear yet. Is now able to get the puck and ends up sending it off the glass, but just a little bit too hard as that'll go down for icing. Omaha will change. Gilbert line stays out for the Flyers. Jason Momoa brings the puck up to Shorzy, who will drop the puck for the referee team.
Celebrity ref weekend here.
Mavs end up winning the faceoff. Shot from the point. Liam will catch that with his glove, and we'll have another faceoff. This Shorzy appears to have a couple more teeth in his mouth. Blows the whistle firmly. Mavs again with the win on the faceoff. Murdoch able to disrupt, and they will shoot it wide. Ames now breaks it out to the neutral zone where the Mavs will recover it and regroup. Mavs center it up where they poke it forward, but nothing goes to net. Ames tries to clear. It goes to the Mavs defenseman who fires and tipped by the Mavs forward. That ends up going out wide. Mavs recover top of the slot. Shot saved by Liam Green out to the left where Correct corrals it, unable to pump it out. Joe is finally able to push it forward enough to clear, and where Murdoch picks it up, now going into the Mavs zone one-on-one. Shot far post, just over the crossbar. Mavs will collect and look to break out. Murdoch intercepts it, though. Murdoch shoots it across to Correct, who's being tied up at the time. Gets it to Murdoch in the middle, who tries to tip it through and can't quite get it there. Mavs will collect behind the net and break out. Mavs coming up hard on the left side. Mavs will dump it in on net just wide, and Skyler will collect it with the full head of steam, comes forward, pushes it forward to Kim now. Kim battling. Trey goes in to help and is able to get there. Gets knocked down in the play, and Mavs will look to regroup. Raleigh was just coming screaming in and unable to hold the puck in the zone before it comes out, and the Flyers will be offsides. 3:52 left in the first period. The score is 0-0. Dorman, Kim, and Stickfort out on forward with Skyler and Trey on D. Mavericks are able to possess off the faceoff and dump it deep into the Flyers zone. Skyler reverses to his D partner, who then pushes it up to Everett. Everett backhand clears out of the zone, where the Mavs will recover and look to regroup and dump it in. Mavs are able to connect and bring it into the Flyers zone, sends it across in front of the net to the far corner where they will center again, but not connect. Kim ends up with the puck at the top of the slot, trying to center it up to Everett, doesn't get there. And the Mavs will regroup. Mavs again dump it deep into the Flyers zone where Trey will go behind the Flyers net and pick it up. Trey with the heads up, sends it down deep, unable to connect with any of the Ames players, and the Mavs defense will regroup. Everett just levels a Mav, no call. Decided as incidental contact, I suppose, and the Maverick defender runs into his own net somehow. And it looks like it might have hit his goalie. His goalie's kind of in pain there, so hopefully he's okay. Take another pause here for injury. Come back. All right, it appears that the Mavs goalie is able to recover and keep playing, so it's a good round of applause and good sportsmanship as he's able to stay in the game. And we'll have a face-off in the Mavs zone. Noah out there with Benson and Poland. Mavs win the face-off, wrap it around their own net, behind their own net, where Noah and Benson in pursuit. Benson gets the puck, brings it out, shot, deflected by one of the Mavs defensemen, goes behind the net. Ames looks to center, but no one there as the Mavs recover and break out. Mavs coming down now, 2-on-2. Mavs able to beat the first defenseman, bring it around the Ames Flyers net, continue to corral as they center to the high slot. Shot, which Liam Green clears to the corner with his stick. Mavs continue to possess. Noah picks up a weak shot to the net and brings it through the neutral zone and into the Mavs zone and dumps it deep. He'll go and chase his own dump as he picks it up behind the the Mavs net. Continues to put pressure. Mavs end up collecting the puck as Noah's without a stick right now. Mavs coming down strong, cuts across. Noah kicks it to the corner and then shoulders a Mavs forward, just trying to use his body to keep them from getting to the net. Benson ends up collecting really deep and will bring it out himself to the neutral zone. And he ends up running into a Mavs player. As the Mavs push it back towards the Ames Flyers. This game's going to start to get a little chippy here if we don't start to call some of this body contact. Referee does have his arm up, and it looks like Omaha will collect the first penalty of the game. Omaha with the penalty for elbowing. Couldn't quite see from the back side here what the call was. A minor penalty either way, and the Flyers will go on the power play with the Gilbert line out there with Schuyler and McCoy. Mavs will possess on the faceoff, take it back around their net, and they will send it up ice. Schuyler just misses on the long throw out by Mavs, and that'll go down to the Flyers zone with no icing, where the Flyers now break out. Murdoch to Correct. Correct enters the zone. Loses the handle, but corrals it back as he's battling two Mavs players. Joe gets in there for support, and the Mavs will just flip it out to clear the puck. 50 seconds left in the period, 56 seconds left in the power play. Schuyler collects behind the Ames net, comes out with some speed, throws it all the way across to Correct, who bumps it forward to Murdoch. Murdoch almost able to get around the Mavs, not quite. The puck comes up to Correct, who fires it in, misses out wide right. Murdoch now at the point with the puck, passes it over to Schuyler. Schuyler back down to Murdoch, who had moved low. Low shot by Murdoch, saved by the right pad of the Mavs goalie, where McCoy will collect and dump it down to Correct. Correct now centers to Joe. Joe with a little shot in. Mavs goalie able to corral it with his glove. Good work moving the puck around by the Ames Flyers. And we'll get a face-off with 16 seconds left in the period. Ames changes. Noah, Benson, and Poland out there now for forward. They'll leave Reed out there. This is our high-powered power play line. Try and get something with 16 seconds left, but the Mavs will win the face-off again, and they clear it off around the glass. Schuyler unable to hold. Now Mavs getting a breakaway, 8 seconds left. Liam's going to have to make a save, and does. Liam makes the first save, and a second save, and a third. Wow, great job by Liam Green. There's 0.1 seconds left on the clock as the whistle blew. Liam probably made 4 or 5 saves there in a row to keep the Mavs off the scoreboard. Outstanding job done by him.
Yeah, he was taking a few good whacks there, but the puck was loose right in front of him, so no whistle. It's the right call there, but .001.
So this will be more of a formality here as they drop the puck. And that'll be it for the first period. Ames Flyers survive off of that last series there. And they'll be back on the power play with 7 seconds left on that power play when we come back in the second period. Game still tied at 0-0.
Flyers being outshot here 2-1. Shots are 12-6 in the first period as well. So we need to get some more shots going. We'll be back in a minute.
All right. We're back to start the second period. Stickfort, Dorman, and Kim out there on the power play here again with 7 seconds left. Gus and Trey back on D, and the puck drops. It comes out to Kim, who drops it back to Trey. Trey, D to D to Gus. Gus pushes it forward to Raleigh. Raleigh enters into the Mavs zone. Raleigh looks to beat around on the right wing, unable to get it there. Puck drops back, but Gus had already dropped back on D, and the Mavs will clear and push it into the Flyer zone. Mavs now with the puck in the corner. Trey there to battle with him. A few bumps and grinds there, and it comes up to the top of the slot where the Mavs try to get it deep and are unable to. Gus clears it out. It is tipped, so no icing. Everett hard on the forecheck now as the Mavs go D to D behind their own net. Raleigh's the first one to pick that up, puts it up to Trey. Trey fires it from the point just a little wide. The Mavs try to clear. Kim is there to shut it down initially, but a second effort does push it out. Gus drops back to collect. Gus goes across to the wide side to Raleigh. Raleigh now fires it up the middle to Kim. Kim now there. Dangles around two players, but doesn't see the back-checking Mav, and he's able to strip the puck away and get it out to the neutral zone. Trey crowds the puck, pushes it up to Kim. Kim dumps it in, and they will change. As a delayed penalty was in progress there. And it looks like the Mavs committed another sin, and Ames will be on another power play.
Must have happened behind the play. I did not see it.
I could kind of see after the whistle, Raleigh was kind of coming back slowly behind everyone else. And so it makes sense with the interference call that we just saw the ref signal, and with 11:45 left in the second period, Ames will be on the power play. Mavs able to win another faceoff, but unable to initially clear. Mavs will ultimately get it out, pushes it up to the red line where they will dump it down deep behind the Ames net. Mack is there to pick up the puck. Pushes it forward to Benson. Benson collects on the left side as he exits the Flyer zone through the neutral zone. 3-on-3 coming into the zone for the Flyers and Mavs. Benson's able to bring the puck behind the net, maintain possession. Loses the handle there, but is supported by Noah, who puts it back to Benson. Benson brings it out from the corner, pushes it up top to Skyler. Skyler brings it in through the slot, passes backside to Poland. Poland takes a look, shot off the left pad of the Mavs goalie. No one there from Ames to try and knock in the rebound, but Skyler collects, fires it back across to Poland. Poland dangles around, puts it to the corner, backhand centering aerial pass is ultimately cleared by the Mavs, who are now pressuring hard. Mack the only one back. Now Noah and Skyler are coming back to support. The Mavs are able to just hold on to that puck behind the net for a second, and finally Mack is able to get it away and clears up to Noah, who's now on a fast break. Aims in on 3-on-2, odd man rush. Noah with a nice little dangle, works it around. Nice shot on the left side. Mavs goalie's able to fight it off. The puck's behind the net now. We are even strength here in about 2 seconds. One. All right, both teams even strength. Mavs coming in on the attack. Poland able to punch the puck up forward to Benson. Benson now entering into the Mavs zone, fighting off two different Mavs players. Ultimately gets the puck stripped. In support is Joe, trying to keep the puck in the zone, but is unable to as the Mavs opt to just ice it. And we will reset here back into the Mavs zone with a new faceoff.
Good pressure by the Flyers, just couldn't quite get shots on net. We got one juicy rebound, but nobody there. So that'll kill that penalty.
Really great work moving that puck around. Some great chances, like you're saying. Just need to keep pushing, and they'll get one to go. Joe with a Gilbert lines up for the faceoff. Mavs with another faceoff win in their zone. They will send it around behind their net, where Murdoch tries to shoot it, ends up shooting it off a Mavs leg, and it goes bouncing around. Mavs ultimately able to clear. Mavs bring it into the Flyers zone. Passes across. High shot. Chested away by Liam Green. The puck goes flying up over the net now as Joe corrals and tries to center up to Correct, breaking out. Unable to connect. Puck comes back to Gus, who pushes it up to Correct. Correct with a nice little dangle through the neutral zone. Passes over to Murdoch. Murdoch with a really nice toe drag. Unable to beat the Mavs defender and is taken down from behind. And Ames will be back on another power play for 2 minutes for tripping, a minute 30 for tripping on the Mavs.
I think the goalie's going to get that one, so somebody will have to serve it. Good job by Reed to cut through some traffic there. Nice little move, and back on the power play.
Yeah, really great passing there. Gus to Correct over to Murdoch. Both Correct and Reed had very nice toe drags around their defenders to give them the opportunity, and Ames back on the power play. Ames finally able to win a face-off in their zone. Comes back to Poland at the point. Poland walks it in. Poland fires blocker side, hits off the knob of the stick of the goalie and out, where it comes up back to the point to Gates. Gates able to hold the puck in, and Benson kind of misplays it too, just trying to mohawk around, and Mavs will end up clearing. Mavs push the puck up and unable to get around the Ames defenseman. The puck slowly makes its way to Liam Green, who opts to just cover it with his glove, and we'll get reset with a new faceoff. Both teams with full changes. Somewhere in that progression, Poland goes to the box for slashing. So now that negates the minute 8 left on the power play. Teams will be 4-on-4. Stickfort and Raleigh out there with McCoy and Schuyler on the 4-on-4. Mavs dump it down where Liam Green uses his stick to push it back behind his net. Schuyler in pursuit. Schuyler fires it across. Puck comes out of the zone, and Mavs will bring it back offsides. Mavs will change up lines as Ames resets here. 8:28 left in the second period. Game still knotted out, 0-0. 49 seconds left in the 4-on-4, and then the Mavs will get about 20-second power play. Mavs corral through the neutral zone and are able to get it into the Flyers' defensive zone. Puck kind of bounces around there. Raleigh takes a tumble. Puck easily to Liam Green, who puts his glove down on it, and we'll get another faceoff. Jason Momoa with the puck drop here. Raleigh able to win it off to the edge. And Schuyler tries to send it around, but hits the back of the net. Mavs center and score. Tough break for the Ames Flyers. Schuyler was trying to send it around the wide side, but it hit the back of the net. Bounced right to the Mavs player, who centers it up to his forward partner, and defense had not reset in the middle. Has a wide open opportunity and is able to beat Liam Green high glove side. So the Mavs score first. will take the lead 1-0 with 7:43. Because that happened while play was still 4-on-4, Mavs will still get a 20-second power play here in about 4 seconds. They've forgotten to start the clock. So the play is maintained a little long here. They didn't start the clock except for maybe 2 seconds in that little series there. So still on the 4-on-4 for 3 seconds. Joe out there with Kim, Van Eyten, and Gus out there on D. Mavs put it up to the point. Mavs fire it in just out wide where Mac is in pursuit, pushes it forward to Joe. Joe tries to chip it out but is unable to clear. Mavs pursue, center it. Mavs with another opportunity, stripped away by Gus before they can get a shot off. Gus clears it forward to Joe, but the Mavs will possess. Mavs regroup. That was a short power play for the Mavs, but now it is equal 5-on-5 play. As the puck comes to Mac, Mac tries to fire up forward, but the Mavs will take over and bring it back through the neutral zone. Gus will deny and send it back. Mavs try again to dump it deep, where Mac will fire it forward, hits Murdoch in the knee. He's down in pain. Now there's 3 different players down on the ice. Everyone's able to get up and continue to play, a little sore. Murdoch gets the puck and breaks out now. Murdoch brings it in quickly. 2 Mavs now on him. Tries to center, but the puck is fluttering. He gets tripped behind the net, no call. As the Mavs recover and look to break out. Joe is able to shut it down, brings it back into the deeper into the Mavs zone. He continues to pursue as the Mavs go D to D behind their own net. Mavs reverse again. Poland now on the pursuit, keeping the puck deep as Mavs continue to possess but unable to clear. They look to send it forward, and a bouncing puck gets past Skyler. Poland there to help collect. Sends it back to Trey, who pushes it back forward to Skyler now. Skyler coming in 2-on-2 with Gates. Skyler possesses, delays. Oh, nice pass back to Poland. Poland shot on the blocker side. Puck comes out forward, but the Mavs goalie hits it from his blocker to his glove. Nice save there. Nice rebound control, and fortunately the Flyers are denied again.
Nice little drop pass there. He didn't quite see Gates open there. You know, I think the stick was going to be close if he made that pass, so he dropped it to Poland. Good shot.
Yeah, some continued good teamwork and movement by the Flyers. As Gates and Vincent and Poland are out there for the forwards, we've got Trey and Skyler on D. Mavs win the face-off and break out. Mavs coming in fast. Mavs get around Trey. Shot, blocker, save by Liam Green. He's having another outstanding game. Puck is able to clear out to Benson, who's now in a foot race with the Mavs defender, able to win it. Curls around in the corner, tries to bring it out towards the middle, does dangle around a Mavs defender, a second one, passes it over to Poland. Poland on the goal line, shoots it, goes behind the net, where Gates will pick it up. Gates hands it off to Skyler, who tries to pass it back across the Gates, intercepted by the Mavs player, but Noah kind of pokes it back, delays their progress out of the zone. Mavs ultimately clear. Mavs now bringing it in. They get the puck behind the Ames net where Noah will deny. Pass it forward to Benson. Benson delays, regroups, and will break it out himself. Fights through one stick check as the Mavs player dropped his stick. Fights through a shoulder from another Mavs defender and ultimately gets pinched off behind the net. The Mavs will possess. Mavs looking to break out and do. Feed it across to the right side through the slot. Mavs fire it deep. Wide right shot. They do maintain the puck, try to center. Continuing to center. There's chaos in the high slot here. Ames finally gets a clear out. And Mavs will push the puck back in and go off sides. A lot of chaos there at the top of the slot. Fortunately, nothing making it through to Liam. Dangerous possession there, though. It's good to get the reset here and get new, fresh lines. Dorman out there with Kim and Stickfort. McCoy and Gus on D. Battle for it in the neutral zone. Ultimately, the Mavs are able to enter into the Flyers zone. Mavs with the shot. Gloved away into the corner by Liam Green, where the Mavs are first to it. They center it high slot. Shot saved by Liam. Drops right underneath of him, and he just drops down right on top, and we'll get a whistle. Some really strong momentum for the Mavericks right now. Ames just in survival mode with a 1-0 deficit. 3:44 left in the second. Raleigh unable to win that face-off. The Mavs bring it in. Get a weak backhand shot that probably would have gone wide, but Liam Green picks it up with his glove. And we'll reset. Shorzy with the face-off drop. This time, Raleigh's able to win it back to McCoy. McCoy tries to send it up to Stickfort, who's challenged by a Mavs player. The Mavs end up with the puck, push it behind the Ames net, where Raleigh battles with them and wins it. Tries to push it forward to Kim, but can't quite get it there. Now Gus corrals it, tries to send it up too. It goes up to the Mavs point, who dumps it deep. Gus with the puck now, trying to clear it again, is able to get it up to Raleigh, who tries to push it behind the Mavs defender and does, but in doing so loses it, and it goes behind the Mavs net, and they push it forward to their winger, and Kim stops it, goes back behind the net again, and ultimately the Mavs clear out. McCoy shoots it across the opposite end to Kim. Kim now enters the zone, fires one on net, a bouncing puck, Stickfort going in hard, gets taken out on his way in. Good hard charge by Stickfort, good shot by Kim for the opportunity.
Yeah, good to see Everett right back up there. He took a couple of hits on the way down there, but just covered in snow. He'll be right back on the ice next shift. So.
Next up, we've got the Gilbert line. Joe with a nice face-off win back to Skylar. Skylar shoots it across to Trey, who ends up dumping it down behind the Mavs net. Puck comes up to Skylar again, who dangles around the Mavs forward. Skylar able to shoot one out wide right, where Correct now battles for it. Mavs will end up with the puck, looking to clear. And they do. Mavs coming down 3-on-1 right now. Odd man rush for the Mavs. Mavs center it. Blocked by Trey initially. Another centering. Another save by Liam Green. Referee loses sight of it. And we'll get a whistle. Great defensive play by Trey to make sure that that pass didn't get across. And then a good save by Liam to make sure that we got that whistle. Ames will change. 2:13 left in the second period.
We've got a system notification box covering up the score on the Omaha side. I think it's 1-0 still.
Mavs will possess on the faceoff in an attempt to put up to their point. Misses. 2-on-1 for Ames. Benson and Poland. Benson over to Poland. Poland unable to handle it on the backhand side. Loses it behind the Mavs net, and the battle ensues. Poland ends up the puck, shoots a tough angled shot that goes wide and will come all the way out, where Skylar will regroup. Skylar dangles around one Mav, sends it over to Benson, who loses his edge. As the pursuit by Noah and Benson keeps the Mavs from breaking out. Mavs do finally get it out, though, coming back the other way. Mavs enter the Flyers zone. Mavs with a hard shot, blocker side, just misses. There was a hole there. Mavs kind of changing, new guy out, grabs the puck, hand passed by the Mavs, and that puck will come out of the zone. In the offensive zone, you are unable to hand pass to your own teammate. So on the infraction, the puck will come out to the neutral zone for another faceoff. Noah, Benson, Poland out there for forwards with Skylar and Trey on D. Mavericks will possess off of the faceoff and put it into the Ames Flyers zone, where Trey will send it across, trying to connect with Poland just a little bit too far ahead, and that'll go down for icing. 1:11 left in the second period. Game at 1-0 Omaha. both teams keep, I believe, the same lines out there. Puck gets dropped, and Noah wins it back to Trey, who tries to bump it up the left side. Ultimately, Noah gets it, coming up strong, battling with the Mavs player, but Mavs able to angle him off and disrupt the play. Noah's now going to be going to the box for a roughing penalty or checking, as he finished the Mavs player into the boards in his pursuit. Now, Noah will be in the box for body checking. So with 53 seconds left in the second period, the Flyers will go on the penalty kill. Out there for that squad is Raleigh and Joe. Raleigh will take the face off here. McCoy and Gus out there with them. Mavs get a possession of it in the high slot, miss wide left. And the puck comes to Raleigh, who tries to clear but gets tied up as he's trying to. McCoy able to finish it out, get it to the neutral zone, but the Mavs coming right back in. Mavs with a kind of a weak backhand pass centering shot that Liam Green handles well. And he'll get another face-off here. 33 seconds left in the second. Skyler goes out for the Ames Flyers. We'll switch with McCoy. So now the defensive pair is Skyler and Gus, with Raleigh and Joe as forwards. Raleigh initially won the puck, but hit the referee's skate, and then the Mav ended up picking it up. Takes the puck behind the net, kind of bouncing around there. Ultimately, it comes around to the Mavs defenseman, who pushes it deep behind the net again, where Mavs will collect. Mavs cycling around the left side, brings it back behind the net again, looking for a point centering. Opts to just center it and shoot as he curls around and goes out wide. Mavs collect again. Mavs try to center. Liam Green tries to glove it to get the whistle. Can't. Ends up going into the opposite corner. And then time ticks off to finish the second period. So 2 periods done now here with the score at 1-0 Omaha. I have to try and climb out of a hole here in the third. Great play and net by Liam Green as the Ames team tries to figure out how to get momentum back on their side. We'll be back shortly for the third period. Again, score at 1-0 Omaha. All right, here we are to start the third period. Again, about 39 seconds left in the Gates body checking penalty, as Ames is able to dump it deep into the Mavs zone. Raleigh and Joe in tough pursuit. Raleigh ends up passing to Joe, and Joe will shoot and score. Ames with the penalty kill goal, shorthanded goal, knots it up at 15 seconds into the third period.
Good pressure by Joe to bring that into the zone and then get to the front of the net. Great pass by Raleigh and just a little tap in. Ties it up.
Great pressure and pursuit. Sometimes that's the best penalty kill. Put some stress on the Mavs, and they are able to capitalize on the mistake. Ames lines up again. Mavs win it back. Bring it up to the red line and look to dump it in. Do not get it deep. Skyler possesses. Shoots one off of the boards, and it bounces out. 12 seconds left in the penalty kill. Mavs regroup through the neutral zone. Again, try to dump it deep, but unable to do so. McCoy picks it up, tries to bump it off the boards, but the Mavs will pick it up, bringing it behind the Ames Flyers net. Mavs curl around and shoot it up to the point. Miss by the Mavs defenseman. Now 2-on-1 here potentially, but the Mavs last man is able to possess the puck and kind of delay and get around Noah. Mavs unable to clear. Poland picks the puck up, shoots and scores! The errant clear by the Mavs goes to Poland, who is driving hard right to his stick, and he shoots it over the glove side shoulder of the Mavs goalie. And all of a sudden, less than 1 minute into the third period, Ames has the momentum and the lead.
Poland with that hard snapshot hit the base of his glove and bounced up over the glove. Hard shot pays off.
So Ames now up 2-1. Both teams 5-on-5. Benson out there with Noah and Poland. Skyler and McCoy out there on D. Battle for it in the Flyers zone as the Flyers are able to break it out. Benson to Poland. Poland now entering into the Mavs zone, looking for another high slot shot. Able to get one. Weakened by the first bump, able to get a second try at it. And shot goes low on the Mavs goalie, who opts to just cover it and reset. Both teams will change. Out there for the Flyers are Dorman, Kim, and Stickfort. Trey and Gus on D. Ames wins the faceoff, puts it on net, where the goalie will quickly cover, and we'll get another faceoff here. Faceoff will be to the right of the goaltender in the Mavericks defensive zone. Battle for the puck. Good tie-up by the Mavs defender on Stickfort, and Mavs end up possessing and clearing out. Mavs on the attack now, 2-on-2. Centering pass by the Mavs. Maybe held. Looks
right
like Liam Green is able to make the save.
He squeezed it between his blocker and his leg pad, and it just sat right on his leg pad. If he would have moved, it would have fallen into the net. So
we were on the wrong side of one of those yesterday against Des Moines, so good to have that one fall on our side as Liam makes a great save on a good centering pass from the Mavs. On the ensuing faceoff, Mavs again win the faceoff, but Ames able to clear. Kim brings it out, puts it forward to Stickfort. Stickfort back to Kim in the middle. Kim recovers, pushes it forward, ends up going deep behind the Mavs net where Raleigh gets it, centers. Bouncing puck. Battle for it. Both teams are going. Everett ends up tripping up the Mavs player, and we'll go to the box here in a minute for tripping, but Ames is yet to touch up. Mavs now coming down 2-on-2. And finally, Stickfort gets back and will touch the puck up, and we'll get the penalty. Battle for the play in front of the net. Stickfort just unfortunately unable to maintain control and trips up a player as the puck separates from the net. And Ames to go back on the penalty kill with 10:46 left in the third.
The third goal there, in the last 3 minutes here.
That play almost resulted in a goal. Kim put that touch on there, and it looked like it bounced and was going to go in, but it must have just trickled out wide. Waiting for the penalty to get up on the board here before we drop the puck. Jason just intently staring at the board, and we do get the puck. Mac brings it up, can't quite get a good push off of the stick there, and it goes up to the Mavs defenseman who dumps it back low to his wing teammate. Mavs bring it out, try to center, unable to get it there as Murdoch clears it out. Joe puts some pressure up at the point, but Mavs able to hold the puck in. Reed is able to possess, shoots it all the way across, able to clear the zone where Joe is in pursuit. Mavs just dump it back down. That'll be offsides. And we'll get reset here. Joe and Reed out as forwards with Mac and Skyler on D. Mavs will win the faceoff back again as they go D to D and enter into the Flyers zone. 55 seconds left in the Mavs power play. Mavs looking to work it around the point. Can't quite get it through. Reed will possess, brings it up to the red line, and dumps it deep. Reed will go off for a change as Joe continues to put pressure. Bad touch by the Mavs defensemen, and Joe continues to put extreme pressure on them, holding the puck in, 1 man versus 4, doing a great job killing off the penalty. Mavs finally get possession and control and will bring it out. One Mavs player looking to beat the rest, unable to do so. Mavs try to center, and Liam Green pushes away to the corner. Comes up to the Mavs point. Mavs fire one on net, but just wide left. Puck's behind the net now. Mavs looking to try and come around. Push it up to the point, top of the circle. Saved by Liam Green. Liam finds it in front of him. Able to get the whistle. And everybody will breathe a sigh of relief and reset. 1 second left on the stick fort penalty. Noah and Benson out there for forwards with Gus and McCoy on D. My guess is as soon as the penalty expires, Everett will come off and Poland will go on. And that's exactly what does happen as both teams are now 5-on-5. Gus collides hard with a Mav behind the net. The Mavs slow to get up. Mavs collecting the neutral zone, kind of regrouping, waiting for their partner to get out. He slowly gets out and gets to their bench, changes. Mavs bring it in now. Mavs able to get around Gus initially. Gus ends up tripping him after getting beat by the stick move. And Ames will be right back on the penalty kill. Tough break. Usually when Gus gets beat like that, he's able to pop the stick up and make him lose possession. Unfortunately, this time, the Mav was just moving too fast, and he caught his leg instead. And so with 8:52 left in the third, with Ames winning or leading 2-1, they are back on the penalty kill here. Gates and Benson out for forwards with McCoy and Schuyler on D. Mavs able to possess off of the faceoff, dump it deep as they work it from the corner. Mavs forward looks to try and curl out, but loses the handle. Noah there to battle, but ultimately the Mavs defenseman dumps it down deep where Schuyler is battling. Schuyler wins the battle, sends it across through the middle. Doesn't quite clear though. Mavs hold it and dump it down back deep. Mavs curl out of the corner, push it to the high circle, pass to the center, high slot, weak shot delayed by Schuyler's stick. And it goes out wide where the Mavs then look again and clear to the center it. McCoy able to push it out again. 42 seconds left in the penalty kill. Ames kind of scrambling around here right now. Thankfully, Schuyler gets the puck with kind of a clear exit out of the zone, brings it through, drops it back to McCoy, who's changing. Thankfully, Trey sees the puck coming and will possess and is able to launch one out. Great job by Trey, clearing that puck out to the neutral zone as everyone gets reset. 15 seconds left in the penalty kill. Mavs are now threatening. They bring the puck in, dangling. Shot and score. Number 59 for the Mavs. Really good stick handler. Is able to work his way across the top of the slot and then shoots one far post. Beats Liam Green, and that'll knot things up. Power play goal for the Mavs. Score now 2-2 with 7:26 left in the third. The Ames defensemen going back, bumping their goalie's pad, saying, hey, we got you. As Ames lines up to go get it back. Dorman, Kim, and Stickfort out there. Mac and Gus on D. So the Mavs regroup in their own zone and push it forward, breaking out through the neutral zone and now into the Flyer zone, and that'll end up being with the Mavs glove touching it forward to a partner, be a hand pass, and get a whistle back out to the neutral zone. Raleigh lines up, is able to win it over to Kim, who drops it back to Mac. Mac back to Kim. Kim pushes it up to Raleigh. Raleigh is able to get it to Stickfort. Bouncing puck ends up getting picked up by Raleigh, who then gets shoved down, and we'll get a penalty here on the Mavs.
Raleigh's going to draw that penalty.
Raleigh gets just shoved down out of nowhere.
I think Hayden might have got away with one. He put someone on the wall right after that, but the refs were watching Raleigh in the middle of the ice on his back. So Flyers with the power play here, tie game late in the third, 7 minutes left.
Ames will send out the Gilbert line for their power play with Gus and Mac on D. Puck gets one back behind the Mavs net where Joe is in pursuit. Joe wins the battle. Joe turns and fires to the middle. Correct, unable to corral the puck as the Mavs are able to break out. Puck gets shoved back down in the Mavs zone, but they quickly clear it out to the neutral zone where Murdoch picks it up center ice and comes charging hard of the net. Nice little move around, but can't beat two Mavs and turns the puck over as the Mavs come the other way, 1-on-2. The Mavs player splits the Ames defenseman, fires far side. Liam fights it off, though, able to keep the puck out of the net. Ames regroups. Omaha is changing. Ames able to break out. Joe up to Benson. Benson able to get around the Mavs forward. Benson brings it in. Tries to cut through the middle. Unable to get through as Reed now battling in the corner for the puck. Mavs come away with it, bring it around behind their own net. Bounce it off the boards. Mavs unable to clear, but ultimately do. And they'll send it all the way down for icing. .548 left in the third period. Score all tied up, 2-2. Benson, Gates, and Jaworski out there for the Ames forwards. Skyler and McCoy for the D. Puck gets dropped and is stuck in the Mavs skate. Ultimately, Benson comes away with it, takes it behind the Mavs net, looking to center. He will roll out across the top of the slot, continuing to possess. Mavs just kind of reaching at him as he continues to work it around him. Shoot, glove side. Puck ends up behind the net. Goalie didn't know where it was. But Mavs able to clear out around the edge. Skyler looks to regroup and bring it back in, and does. Looking to cut to the middle, makes it through. Shot gets deflected across. Benson picks it up, brings it around the Mavs net, and bumps it up to Poland at the point. Poland tries to get around the aggressing Maverick, can't quite get it there. Mavs come back 2-on-2. Ultimately, one Mav dumps it in and goes to change while one continues to pursue Skyler, who's trying to break the puck out. Skyler's able to push it forward to Benson. Benson collects through the neutral zone and regroups. Delays back to maintain possession. Fires across to Jaworski, but hits Noah's skate, and it ends up on the Mavs stick. Puck ping-ponging around in the neutral zone, and ultimately Jaworski comes up with it. Poland tries to fire across, can't quite connect with Benson. Gets the puck back, is able to enter into the Mavs zone, where Benson then collects the puck. Benson in with a nice little dangle. Can't get a shot off, though, as Noah then picks up the puck. Noah has it in the corner, gets around one Mav. Is battling against two Mavs now, and ultimately the Mavs get away. Mavs now carrying the puck through the neutral zone. Mavs at the top of the slot, dumping in deep on the right side, left of Liam. They win the race, center up. All kinds of Mavs in front of the net with no black jerseys to be seen. Luckily, they're unable to handle. Good back check there by Raleigh to poke one away on a centering pass, and Poland will end up firing one ahead to Benson as the Ames clear and defensive pairs change. Benson now in pursuit behind the Mavs net. Mavs end up pushing it over to the corner. Raleigh now out there to help pursue, but the Mavs are able to break out. Mavs will dump and change as Ames resets behind their own net. Trey up to Poland. Poland will send the puck, but deflected, I guess not. Thought that hit a Mav stick, but apparently it went clear through, and that'll go down for icing. So the lines weren't able to quite get a full change in. Probably needed that. 3:12 left in the third here. Score all knotted up, 2-2. Kim Dorman and Stickford out there with Trey and Gus. Puck wins back to Gus, who sends it around. Stickford picks it up. Passes it up the point to nobody. The Mavs point brings it in, fires it, blockered away to the corner by Liam. Mavs again pick up the puck, center it to the high slot. Stickford unable to corral it, but does disrupt the centering pass. Mavs continue to possess, though. The Mavs player loses his edge, and Gus picks it up in the corner, bumps one off the boards to Kim. Kim now exiting the zone through the neutral zone, passes up to Raleigh just a little bit too far ahead, and the puck rolls on its edge all the way to the Maverick goalie, who puts his glove on it and will get the whistle. Both teams change. Liam taking a little stroll away from his net. Pushes some snow away from the front of the net to the edge, making sure he's got a clear path on everything. On the other end of the ice where the puck drop is happening, we've got the Gilbert line out there. Reed takes the face off, but the Mavs win and will break out. Mavs coming down 3-on-2. Joe with a good back check to equal out the numbers. Mavs try to shoot, end up going 3 or 4 feet wide where Correct will corral it. Tries to push it up to Murdoch, unable to connect. But the Mavs turn the puck over, and Murdoch gets it, tries to send it forward. Again, unable to connect as the Mavs now jump it deep into the Flyers zone. Trey with it behind the net, being pursued by a Maverick player. Bumps it up to Reed, who's able to push it out of the zone. And the Mavs, again, try to dump it deep, but they are offsides. With how far up they were, we'll get the face-off at center ice. Shorzy hands off to Jason Momoa. Gates out there now with Benson and Poland, Skyler and Mack on D. Mavs win the faceoff, go D to D, send it forward to Mack, who tries to do the same, but Ames is unable to connect, and Mavericks will get the puck into the zone, turn it over to Mack, who again is looking for a pass up, shoots it off the glass, where Poland gets it, pushes it forward to Gates. Gates now pushes it deeper into the Mav zone. Gates in pursuit of the Mavericks, going behind their own net with Benson in help. Mavs try to clear and shoots it off high off of Gates, and it does come out to the neutral zone where Mack fires it across the ice to Poland. Poland heads up, just dumps it, and the Flyers will change. Kim now screaming in on the left side after coming fresh onto the ice, puts some pressure on the Mavs as they look to break out. They are unable to do so as Skyler intercepts it, does a little toe drag, fires one on net, misses just wide left. Kim there almost getting the tip. Mack now stepping up. Puck just kind of sits there, and the Mavs are able to flip it out and clear as both teams kind of reset here. Mavs with a full change. Stickford brings it behind his net, fires it up to Skyler, who just tips it to the Mavs defenseman, who now brings it in to the Flyers zone. Mavs continue to possess in the corner, bring it to the center, centering pass. Some chaos out in front, bodies pushing around. Everyone's keeping their cool, though, as the referee lost sight of the whistle, or lost sight of the puck and blew his whistle.
31.4 left. Flyers need to get the puck out of the zone here.
Not sure what the overtime rules are.
Yeah, because this is a third place game. They'll probably play some sort of overtime.
Omaha will take a timeout here and reset. My guess is they probably thought they were having an offensive zone face-off, but the referee drops the puck out in the neutral zone. Not quite sure what the purpose of that play was or why it comes out, but we'll take it. And we'll take a break here as both teams talk it over in this timeout. All right, and we're coming back here off of the Omaha timeout. Again, score is knotted 2-2 with 31 seconds left in the third period. Both teams line up. Again, Ames favored by the call here, bringing the puck outside of the zone. So referee drops the puck. Skyler shoots it across the neutral zone to the far side. Mavericks will corral, shoot one off the glass and dump it in. Hits the referee where Gus picks it up and fires it around to the opposite side. Skyler there tries to push it up to Murdoch, but just a little too strong. We'll push it all the way down to the opposite end of the ice, and that'll be icing. 11 seconds left on the clock. Coach Murdoch giving some wisdom to his team as they're setting up here for the last 11 seconds of the period. Ames unable to win the faceoff, comes out to the point. Good pressure by Gates to help make sure no shot happens, and he's able to clear. Good effort as Ames clears it on net, and that'll be the end of that period, all tied up 2-2. Referee's going over to talk with Coach Murdoch and make sure we understand what the overtime rules are. As everyone figures that out, we'll take a quick break and come back to you in a second. All right, coming back in for a 4-minute overtime period here. Teams will play 3-on-3. Ames puts out Poland, Benson, and Skyler. Mavericks win the faceoff back. Benson in pursuit. Mavs regroup and will push it forward through the neutral zone. Mavs able to get around Skyler, brings it around the net. Thankfully doesn't get a shot off as all the players are kind of out of their positions. Skyler ends up with the puck in the corner and sends it all the way around where Mavs will collect on the point and bring it in. Shot, glove save by Liam. Puck is behind the net now where Skyler battles. Skyler taking on two Mavs. Mavs center can't quite get a handle on it to get a shot off. Now Mavs come back through again, shoots it off of Skyler where now Poland has the puck coming down. 2-on-1 break here for Ames. Poland with it. Poland passes to Benson but can't connect as the Mavs defender was coming back and intercepts. Mavs trying to send it back around the net where Poland is. Poland sends it up to the point to Gus. Gus now with the point shot, shoots. Saved by the Maverick goalie. Now Ames with two forwards that are kind of gassed. Mavs come back down with the odd man rush. And it looks like they're going to get a too many men penalty as they weren't done with their change before the guy coming on handles the puck.
They got away with the too many men.
So now Ames will get a 4-on-3 power play here with the too many men call.
I don't know if that's the call, though.
Yeah, he's keeping everybody on the ice because it's got to be somebody from the ice that comes off on that too many men.
It is going to be too many men. All right. 2:39 left in the game.
Really big break for Ames as they were a little bit behind in their back check with a longer shift there, and good odd man rush for Mavs, but just cheated a little too much there, and Ames gets the benefit. So Benson will stay out there with Gates and Reed. Gus up at the point. Liam giving a show of support from his end with the beating of his stick on the ice. Reed now possesses behind, pushes it to Benson. Benson's tripped up. The Mavs just try to send it around, but can't get it there. Reed now picks up the puck. He's battling with the Mavs player. Noah and Benson go to support. Gus stays way back just to make sure that he doesn't get beat on any odd man rush. Benson comes away with the puck, shoots a weird angled shot, goes off the goalie, pops out to the slot where Gus steps up and holds it, pushes it to Gates. Gates back to Gus and just kind of mishandles it, comes out to the slot. Mavs now aggressing, and they will stop and change as Gus looks to regroup and breaks the puck up to Gates. Gates over to Benson. Benson carries it up. 34 seconds left on the power play. Ames comes in on sides, but unable to maintain possession. They will regroup in the neutral zone and try again. Reed to Gates. Gates cuts it across the middle. Gates maintains possession, comes around behind the Mavs net, puts it up to Murdoch. Murdoch shoots and scores!
3-2 overtime victory for the Flyers.
Great pass by Gates from behind the net. Good, quick shot by Murdoch. Upper glove side. Beats the goaltender. And that'll be it. Ames wins 3-2. There was 1:20 left in the period, overtime period. Shots on goal in favor of the Mavericks, 33-19. Ames able to battle through for the victory.
Good weekend overall, 3-1 with a close loss to Des Moines there in their last game. So great way to head into Omaha weekend next weekend. So
yeah, the boys are playing really strong right now, exactly where I think you'd want them to be. And so good luck next week to the boys, and we'll be cheering and see you guys back next week in Des Moines.